and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, as you may know by the title, I will be talking about my weight loss journey, and I will also be discussing about the history of why I started to gain weight and what is my plan now to try to take the weight off. So let's take you back about 12 to 14 years ago when I was 13, 14 years old. I am now 26. Back then, I used to be a very pretty active kid. I would be in the soccer team. We would play once a week, but we would practice 3 times a week. My mom also had put me in a military program where I would go every day after school, except on soccer practice days. And I would be there for 3 hours where we would do a lot of PT or physical training. And on Saturdays, we would go out to the field and practice for battles and stuff like that. All that stuff that you do, I guess, when you're practicing for the army or something like that, I don't know. But it was very similar to the army. So I was very active and I was fit. So once I finished that soccer and the program, that's when I started to see that I started to gain weight. Back then, I would eat whatever I wanted, and I would still not gain the weight because I was so active. So once I stopped that, I still ate the same crappy food like McDonald's, any type of fast food restaurants, or any type of fast food or yucky food, I would eat it. And that's when I started to gain the weight because I was sedentary. So during my last 2 years of middle school and my first 2 years of high school, I gained about 20 pounds, but I didn't care because I was just like, okay, you know what, it's probably going to go away, or I wasn't self-conscious about it. I would see girls be like, oh my God, I'm so fat, and I would see them skinny. Like, that wasn't my problem back then, right? So once junior year hit, I had gained about 30 pounds. So when I started off with the program and everything, I was at my ideal weight, which is 120 for my height. I am 5'3". So by then, I weighed about 150 to 155, I believe was my highest back then. So like people started to tell me, oh, Jessica, you're gaining weight, you're looking like a pig, all those bully things and bully names that people say, right? It did make me feel bad, but I didn't care much. I was like, I'm not going to go on a diet for them. It's my body, it's my life, whatever, you know. I was focused more in school and doing well in school. Okay, so then I finished junior year. My senior year, I was at 160, 165. I was like, damn, I'm big, but still, I didn't care. I was like, okay, you know what? This is my last senior year. I'm graduating. I don't care. I need to focus in school and finish in my credits and everything. Blah, blah, blah. So I started college. And college was a whole different thing, you know. I was just like, okay, I need to start looking pretty. I need to start being fit. I need to start working out. Blah, blah, blah. So I joined a dance class, a Brazilian dance class, which I really enjoyed. And I think I did lose about 5 pounds there, but still, like, stress. Like, college is a whole nother story towards high school. Like, it's very different. So I started to work because I had to become an adult and I had to do adult stuff. So I got my first job at the age of 18. I was stressed because I actually had to pay bills by then and do a lot of stuff. And I also was stressed due to school. I was a full-time student and I was only working, I think, 3 times a week. But it was still very stressful. And along with that, back then, my now husband, like, we were dating, so I was going out for him. I was going out with him and everything, so I wanted to look pretty for him, you know? So I did start going to the gym. I did lose weight. So from 165, I went down to 149, I think it was. Yes, during one summer. But I really couldn't keep it off. I started to eat all the wrong stuff, and my weight went up and up and up and up until I reached 170. At 170, I was like, damn, I'm at my highest weight I've ever been. But by then, I was offered a second job, so I took it. So I was working all 7 days a week. On the weekends, I was working from sometimes 4 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. And I would eat all fast food. And during the week, I was in school from, like, let's say 8 in the morning to 12:30 p.m. and then I would go straight to work, to one of my jobs, from 2 to 10:30. And if not, I would go to my other job, and I wouldn't go to work up until 4 to 11. But I would eat on campus, but as well, like fast food and Starbucks and things to try to keep me up. So I was like, okay, that's cool, you know. Years passed, and let's fast forward to around when I was 24. Yeah, 24 years old. After I had my second son, my second born. That is when I gained a lot of weight. Like, that is when I was not pregnant, and I weighed the same amount of weight that I was when I was 8 months pregnant. My highest weight has been 185, which is embarrassing, and unfortunately, it is considered obese for my height. And when I had like that awe moment, that I was like, damn, like, I really need to start seeing what I eat and exercising, because I want to be here for my child, well, my children, was when I couldn't even play with them because I was so tired. I couldn't go up a hill because it was so tiring for me. Like, I was stopping every like 5 to 10 steps because it was so hard for me to push the stroller or just to pull my kids, because I was so out of shape. Like, I was sedentary. I hadn't gone to the gym in many years. I stopped exercising. I was eating all the unhealthy foods. And I was just fat, basically, right? So last year, I was like, no, I need to make a change. I would see my pictures, like clothes would not fit anymore. I had to start buying bigger clothes. I think that the biggest size I've gotten into has been a 15, which for me, that was depressing. I was like, no, I cannot be going up. I cannot reach 20. I'm like, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to reach a 20. I'm almost at the 200s. I was like, no, I have never been that big. So last January, actually, I think I started on the 24th of December of 2015. I was like, okay, I'm going to start my journey. I'm going to commit to it, and I'm going to make it work. Like, by June, I should be at my goal weight. So my goal weight is 130. Excuse me. So my goal weight is 130. And that is considered normal for my height. But I think that at 130, I would be satisfied with myself. Because 120, I think it may be too skinny. Maybe 125. So I started to work out. I did a 21-day challenge. I started off with one of my friends. I was like, you know what? Like, let's start a 21-day challenge with no sugar in our diet. Basically, it was I think it was 21 days with no junk food whatsoever and only water. So my friend was like, yeah, sure, let's start. So we started on, I think it was the 24th of December, and it was supposed to end like towards the mid of January of last year. So we started it. I drank only water. I exercised. And during those 21 days, I actually lost 10 pounds. I was so motivated that I was like, oh man, I got this. You know, this is a piece of cake and blah, 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 blah. I went up to, I think it was 40 days with not eating any junk food or drinking any like sodas or juices, just pure water. And actually felt pretty good. I felt very hydrated, and I didn't have as much migraines, and I wasn't feeling as lazy as when you eat junk food. So I was on point, and people at my job, they started to notice it. So more of my friends are like, so what are you doing? And can you please help me? I posted my pictures on Facebook. And my family was also like, oh, so what are you doing, man? Just help me out. So I decided to create a group, like a private group, to do it wasn't a diet, but like a healthy lifestyle. So I did more challenges, and like we had like the 30-day challenge for arms, legs, glutes, everything like that. And during that 2 months, I think it was a group of about 10 people, I believe it was 10 people. And during that 1 month or 2 months, we lost about 50 pounds in all 10 people. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I got this. I'm helping other people, which was very motivating for me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to keep doing this and everything. But then I got my second job. And my second job was a Tuesday through Thursday thing. And I would work at my other job from Saturday through Monday. So I would work all 7 days once more. And I would still go to school full time. Last year I was taking 18 units. So I started to not be able to exercise because of the timing, or I was just very tired. I had to do homework. I had to go to school, or I was taking online classes, so I had to do a lot of papers. And I was very, very stressed. So I started to eat again. And in less than 6 months, I gained back all my weight. So after gaining all the weight, it was very disappointing for me. I was like, it took me 3 months to lose about 25 pounds. And now I'm back here to a little bit more over 180 pounds. I was 182. But I was like, it is what it is. And at this point, I have no time to exercise. I have no time to dedicate it to me. Like, I was too busy with my daughter's school, with my kids, with my husband, just being a mom, being a wife, being a daughter, and being a worker and a student. So there was a lot of stuff that I was going through. That was very hard for me. So I think it was by by December of last year or January of this year, I was like, okay, I'm committed again. I'm going to lose the weight. So I started to exercise. I started to kind of eat healthy, and I did manage to to lose 10 pounds in 1 month. I was like, oh, right on. My coworker started to notice it and everything. And then I was just like, I think I just gave up on myself. I was like, this is too hard. This is too hard. I'm too busy. I'm too exhausted. I just don't care. So I gained all the weight. Once more, right? Just a roller coaster, guys, and it's embarrassing to actually say this. So about 3 weeks ago, I went into a doctor because I had to do a TB test, and also because I needed to get a physical. So I go in, and the thing that I dread most of going to a doctor is actually stepping on a scale. I'm not sure if you guys share the same feeling, but I just hate it. So I step on the scale, and once the doctor checks my weight and everything, he's like, you are obese. By the weight that you have, you are considered obese. My BMI, according to MyFitnessPal, is 31. Yeah, 31.5 or something like that. So from there, he's like, I need you to lose 5 to 10 pounds by the next time we meet, which is in October. He's like, you are at high risk of getting a lot of diseases due to your family history. So I'm like, I understand that. So he's like, I need you to try and lose that weight. So at that point, I'm like, damn, no doctor, no professional has told me I'm obese. Like, that's when it hit home. I was just like, sorry guys, fuck. Like, what the hell am I doing with my life? I'm like, if I do not take care of myself, who's going to take care of me? Like, nobody, I have to be there for my kids. I want to see them get older. I want to see them grow up. I want to be able to play with them and run with them without getting tired. And at this moment, I can't do that. I just want to sit down and do nothing. And in order to actually be there for them, I have to be healthy. So that is when I decided, I was like, I'm going to do this weight loss journey again, but this time I'm going to stick to it. I have that short-term goal to reach by October, which I am positive I will do it with God's will and the faith that I have in myself. I will do it. And that is why I want to take you guys along the journey with me, because maybe a lot of you guys also have children and you guys feel bad because you cannot run with them, because you cannot be there for them, because you're too busy just pigging out, basically. I'm not trying to sound rude, but that's Like, that's what I see myself, just pigging out and not caring about my health, and therefore not caring to be there for my children in the future, right? So my plan now is to actually do the same thing I did last year, which helped me out to lose those 20 to 25 pounds. So my starting weight for this journey is 175. That is what I weighed when I went to the doctor. And it is very embarrassing for me to say my weight, but it just makes it real, guys. Like, it just makes it there for me to know, like, shit, you're 175. So I will post a picture of myself around here of what is my starting weight and how I look at the moment. The way that I plan to do updates is not weekly, because I don't see much of a difference weekly. I see it mostly every 2 weeks. I will weigh myself maybe weekly or maybe monthly. I'm not sure, because then I get obsessed with the scale, and if I don't see any weight loss, I get unmotivated. So I'd rather take the pictures and see the difference in the pictures, and that makes me motivated. I do not take the measurements for my body, because in the past I have, and then I get obsessed with it as well, and I check them daily or weekly, and if I don't see a loss in the size, I get unmotivated as well. So for purpose, for me to keep motivated, I'm just going to do the pictures every 2 weeks, and that is when I will be posting updates. So what I plan to do now is actually go back to what I was doing. I will do the 21-day challenge again. I do work out from home because I do not have a nanny or my husband to take care of my kids for me to go to the gym, which I would love to go to the gym, but at this moment it's just not possible for me. So I will be working out from home. I do videos. I do have like a lot of workout gear here, so if you guys want to see a video on what I have here at home to try and lose the weight, just leave a comment down below and I will do a video about that, and I will be very happy to make one for you guys. So I do a couple different things. Two of the main stuff that actually work for me is doing step aerobics, which I have a little stepper, and Zumba. I love to dance, so I love to do Zumba. I did take some Zumba classes in the past, so I try to look up those songs and I just dance to those songs, or I try to make up my own dances. And sometimes they don't look as pretty, but hey, it's just to work out, and just to have fun. But I do have a lot of videos. I have a whole set that one of my friends gave to me during a Christmas of Jillian Michaels, and I have 2 more of hers that I think is like a 1 week shred, and I don't remember what's the name of the other one. I do have Zumba videos, and I also have back then when I was trying to lose weight, I bought a lot of Taebo videos. So like it's a mixture of Taekwondo and boxing, which is actually pretty cool, and it distresses me a lot because I could just punch if I'm feeling mad that day or stressed or unhappy. I just start to punch and it feels much better at the end of the video, and it does burn a lot of calories. It's a very sweaty workout, which is good. And I also bought the hip hop apps. I haven't used that as much, but I do plan to give it a go. I do plan to switch up my workouts so that it could be a better result and not just stick to either Zumba or step aerobics, because then my body will accustom to it and it'll be a bit harder for me to lose the weight. In eating wise, I am not that person that prides themselves from eating what they want. But one thing that I do plan to change and that I have been changing is to cook daily, from Monday through Friday at least. And then during the weekends to go out, and when we go out, just try to eat the healthier options offered at the restaurant. And I do believe in having one cheat day. Like if I want to have ice cream, I'm not going to be like, oh no, I'm not going to have ice cream because I'm going to get fat. No, like I will have that ice cream. I will have my cheat day. I will have that slice of pizza maybe, because I don't really like pizza and I'm tired of burgers, so maybe In-N-Out every once in a while. But like that is my plan, to cook from Monday through Friday. I do plan to incorporate a lot of veggies in my foods, eat my 3 meals, as well as chew snacks. Like, that is my goal. And I'm not into like those shakes. I did try Herbalife before, but for me it didn't work. But I did try this, I think it was a protein powder from Key something, I think it was. It's from the brand from Nutrilite, I believe it's pronounced. And I'm not saying that that's what made me lose the weight before, but it does kind of help me to satisfy my hunger in the mornings. If I'm running late, I just toss that in the blender with some like peanut butter and banana. And I just drink it up, and it tastes pretty good. It tastes like chocolate. But I do plan to incorporate for sure my snacks, because sometimes I don't take my snacks, and at the end of the day I'm having like a huge dinner, which is bad. So that is one of the main changes I do plan on doing, just cooking more, drinking only but water, which I have been doing pretty well, pretty well about it. I drink about, I don't know, like maybe like 10 cups a day for now, but I do plan to increase it. What else? So my goal, my short-term goal until October is to lose at least 10 pounds. So I'm at 175, so hopefully by October, by the day of my appointment, I will be 165. And from there, my long-term goal is to be 130. I hope to reach that by my birthday, which is in March. So hopefully by then, I will be 130. Yes. And also, one of the things that I do to kind of motivate me is buy clothes that I want to fit into, so that I could look forward to fitting into those type of clothes, you know. Like, I find these cute shirts and cute pants that I wish that I could fit into, so I buy them. And then I just put them there to kind of motivate me. And that seems to work a lot. And if you guys want to join my 21-day challenge as well, and not eating any type of junk food, and just working out and drinking only but water, and try to do healthy meals, or at least cook foods that you know what you're putting into it, you know, then just leave a comment down below and you guys can join me in my challenge. I am proud to say that I did start working out today. I was very tired at the end of the workout. I did work out for 1 hour. I did only but cardio. Like, I try to do cardio mostly when I start to lose weight. But after I gain a couple pounds, I do start to incorporate weights, which I have also a pretty amount of weights. Like, I have just different numbers in them, and I have like the bigger ones from, like, I think it was back then, like Bally Fitness, that my husband has there, but I'm the one that uses them. So I don't do weights as much, but I don't want all the flabbiness, you know, like all that skin to jiggle, especially like right here in the arm. It's nasty. So I do weights as well. So yeah, I think that's it. So please, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you guys can see my journey with this weight loss, and to also see other types of videos. I do have some story times coming up, and if you guys have any suggestions for what type of videos you guys would like to see from me, just comment down below. I will see you guys next time. Thank you.